Hi guys, my name is Steve Moshangi. Welcome to our Financial Literacy Entrepreneurship Stroke Business Nuggets, where we talk about entrepreneurship, we talk about financial literacy as an entrepreneur, as an individual. We call it FinBizWise Nuggets. So if it's your first time, welcome. And today I'm going to talk about a book that I read over 10 years ago, and I've been reading it. And it's a book by a leadership guru I know and I respect, called John C. Maxwell. Some of you may have heard of him, some of you may not know him. So it's a leader, it's a book that I can recommend to entrepreneurs and people who want to highly succeed in this life. So one of the things that John C. Maxwell says is everything rises and falls on leadership. Now, if you see a successful business, if you see a successful person, if you see a successful organization, if you see a successful country that is led well, check the leadership. Because John Maxwell, and I agree with him, that says that leadership is key. Leadership is very important when it comes to success and seeing fruits of the vision of the organization. So I'm going to talk about one of the laws in his books. I will not be talking about the laws in the way they are written in the book, because it's the way they are written. I just pick a random law or principle, and then we will discuss it and see how we can implement it in our businesses. So the first law that I'm going to talk about is called the law of sacrifice. And this is what it says: a leader must give up to go up. Interesting. A leader must give up to go up. Now, the giving up is not the way you give up when you are trying something and it becomes so difficult that you give up. No, the giving up is the sacrifice part. There is always a price to pay for you to get that big prize that you are looking for in this life and in business. We all want to be successful entrepreneurs, have our companies make millions of shillings and give you great results. But for that company or that organization to do that, there is a price to pay. And one thing I've come to realize is the price comes as discomfort. Sometimes you have to have a lot of discomfort as you are establishing the business, as you are building the business, because it's not easy to build a business. It's not easy to build a venture. So sometimes it's discomfort. Sometimes it's short-term rewards, saying, you know what, I will do away with short-term rewards so that I can get long-term rewards. In my entrepreneurial journey, I have learned that this law is about giving up the good to get the great. It's about saying no. Sometimes you have to say no to unnecessary spending. Even if your business is making money, you have to say no to unnecessary spending. Say no to instant gratification, where you just want to you see something and it looks good and you're like, I just want this. It is training yourself to say no to instant gratification. Sometimes it's saying no to weekends off, working in the weekends, because you want to grow your business, you want to grow yourself as an individual. Sometimes that sacrifice is about investing in yourself, saying, you know what, every profit I make, I'll be putting it back in the business and also investing in myself as a leader. That's what it means to sacrifice for the sake of the business. So you are giving up comfort, you are giving up instant gratification so that you can get what is great, or what we call the fruits of delayed gratification. So I want to ask you a question as an entrepreneur. So what price are you willing to pay for the greatness of your life and your business? Thank you, and see you next time.